Welcome, Fumblers. We're sweet and sour.
Hi guys, this is day 7 of my blogging and food health journey and life blog. So I wanted to take just a few minutes. This is going to be super short because it is my bedtime and I was insistent on getting this done. It's been a long 48 hours. My friend's funeral was yesterday, and I didn't do so hot on the eating thing when we were at the reception. I splurged, and then due to being out of town, I wasn't able to get on the elliptical, but I did get back on track on the food thing today. But after that, I want to talk about those people that have children, and if they pass, to have something prepared, be able to leave some kind of help for your child to ensure that they're supported with your passing. I know it's one of those topics that none of us ever want to talk about or ever think that could happen to us, but after watching a 9-year-old child deal with the loss of her mother, I realized that in this century, we have the ability to leave things for our children to help give them some extra support, such as like these videos would be a great tool for a child that needs some additional support during that time, some extra care, some coping mechanisms. A video that just says, I love you. So take time to know what your plan is if something was to happen to you for your child, for your spouse. Make sure that those events go the way that you would like them, even if it's a 10-minute video that you've left on your phone for them. Anything. Nobody wants to think that it will happen to them. It can happen any minute, any second of any day. You don't have to be sick. It could be something random. I've seen a lot over the years, and I know that we should all be prepared for those situations, especially if we have children, especially if we have loved ones that we know that we'll leave behind or that might struggle. Take some time to leave them something, help them be a little bit more prepared. I know a few years ago I started taking extra pictures of myself. I went to a funeral of a friend, and they had this amazing video collage of their life. And I took a minute and looked through the amount of photos that I took at the time, and I didn't have very many. I thought, well, what is my child going to hang on to remember me, especially with them being little? I don't want those memories to fade of what his mama's face looks like, or the sound of my voice, or those kind of things, the things that I love in life. So take time to think through that, even though you're not sick. And when you're not sick, this is the best time to do it. Leave something for your family for those situations so that they have a little bit of comfort. I know it's something that I plan on doing, and I started it a while back, and I know I have another friend that's been doing it for some time. I think it's a great way, and especially after listening to and sitting through this yesterday. That little girl was everyone's main concern, and how she was going to make it through it. I mean, there's no easy way, but instead of it being a nuclear meltdown, maybe it's just a horrific event. Not that there's that big of a difference, but how that child makes out in that life after an event like that could be softened by some preparation. So those are my thoughts for the day. It's a short little video, but I just wanted to share those thoughts with you and make sure I stayed on track. Even though I got off track, I wanted to jump back on. So it's quick, and the lighting's not the best, but just know I'm on track, and just be prepared. But love every day, because you don't know if it's going to be the last one. Make sure that you say I love you to the people that you need to say I love you to. Make every memory count. I know it's hard when life happens to not make every day a memory, but try to make every day a memory and be prepared. Live life to the fullest, because you never really know what could happen. Even if it's sitting at home on a couch, make sure that those memories of even just the comfort that your child feels is there. For every friend that you haven't spoken to in a while, make sure you shoot them a text message or a Facebook message, or give a like or a respond or a comment. You never know what could happen to that person, and you don't want to show up to their funeral and feel like you missed something that you should have caught. Or you didn't say something that you needed to say, or you just weren't there when you needed to be there. Our lives are not perfect, and we get so ran over by that stuff. We all do. And I'll tell you from firsthand experience, it's a hard pill to swallow when you should have stopped and said something that you hadn't said in forever. So, and I'm sure we all have that in our lives, but maybe this video, if you're watching, will take a minute for you to just process the things that you're going to do. And leave some notes and comments about some of the things that you thought of or might think of to leave for your children in the event that something was to happen to you. Not, like I said, it's not something that we want to talk about, but it is something that we should do. It's just as much of a necessity for our children as making sure that we've fed them and that their clothes are changed and that they're happy and healthy. We're looking out, by preparing for that, you're looking out for their future when you're not able to stand there and protect them. If you do something before you pass, then they are prepared and they know. They know how you feel. They know where you're at. They know where your ethics are. They know where your heart is. So anyways, just food for thought. Leave some comments. I'd like to know what you think you could do for your child to help ease that comfort. I know I'm going to start making my son a series of videos. Some things, hopes and dreams and wishes and how much I love him and things like that. So, not going to talk much longer. This one's actually my rambling. So, I'm out and going to bed. Good night.
Media. Share your love with a like. Participate with comments. Share with everyone. Make friends by subscribing. And do as you're told. Definitely do as you're told. I'm out.